excuse me, start and immediately cough. So where on earth was I? Right here. Right. So frames button, loops button, what else is there? Yeah, there's the quality. Oh, hang on, I need an apply and a cancel button. I haven't thought about those at all, and I'll need to make space for them in the window. That was pretty stupid of me. So actually, there's going to be 4 sections. And my sons do start to break down. Because I'm going to make number of buttons 7. That's not quite right. There will be more buttons than that, but there'll be 7 rows of buttons. The apply and cancel at the bottom will be little on the left and right. Now, I have to get them in. CY plus equals copy log height plus border then apply button equals new my button self apply cx comma cy comma, now this will be button width divided by 2, button height, that's all. And I'll just make I will just cheat with the cancel button. Self button width divided by 2.0, comma, button width divided by 2.0, comma, button height. And I'm doing that enough that I will make something called small button width, which is button width divided by 2. And that is small button width. Okay. Now, I missed something there. It's that. Now, there's something about the way the menus work which I always forget. So I'm going to look inside GUI response. Right, yeah, this event kind menu select. I get the menu and I get the data. Okay. And the data just refers to the option in the menu. And the option in the menu is away up here. So it's just going to be 0. And for this case it's going to be 0 or 0 and 1. Okay, so it's event kind menu select. Let me just stick that stuff in. Okay, and again select origin, and what's one of them is the render program menu, and one of them is the quality menu. And again I will just say select data int, I think it is, case 0 quality, Actually, in this case, I'll just say quality equals 0. In these cases, I can just set a value to be the actual string value, because that is what I'm using. So I can just say quality equals, oh gosh, what are they again? Right, a video quality. Video quality of e.data int. Because I'm drawing the contents of this menu directly, I did that the wrong way round. Yeah. Render p equals render program e. Okay, I think that'll work. In fact, I'm fairly confident of it, so I will just pop those out. Frames button. I'm just going to go straight and unashamedly remind myself, what do I do with buttons? Yeah, so it's like confirm box, float an integer request. So in here somewhere actually I'll be doing frames. Where is it? Here, frames, set frames. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to frames and loops are now going to be part of the past. Let me have a little look at these set video frames and set loops. They are some set frames and set loops, yeah, and all it does is this and then a GUI refresh. So these will also become defunct. I don't need to refresh the main GUI. This is where it's displayed. That's not ideal, is it? I did think to myself, what about some sort of on-screen display to remind you of how many frames you're about to render? But yeah, I could always just display. I could actually display it on the button. One way or another, this is the way I'm doing it. I'm not going to. I'll figure something else out. Okay, so these are going to be a thing of the past. Rem them out immediately, because I no longer want to use them. I want to be inside gradient editor or response, and I don't want to be there, that would be foolish. Video options, response, and somewhere around here I'm going to stick these to think about them, because yeah, I need a new integer request, right enough, but this probably don't need set frames. New integer request. Am I spelling integer right? Is it integer? No, probably not. No. No, this is not what it is. It's just frames. Is the value that goes into the integer request. So it starts with your value. And the thing I want to say is, yeah, set. Is there a better way to put this? Animation frame count. I'll put it that way. And now, Lambda do what? Can I even remember how to do the bloomin' floomin' thing? Yeah, here. Right, lambda, and this takes a string. What on earth did set frames take? Oh, I hate huge tracts of code. It must be around here somewhere. No, it's not, because I render out. It takes an event. Okay. Yeah, this is a... Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. It takes an event. Lambda e GUI space event. And then what was it? No, I don't do that, do I? I just do this. End close bracket. And I make like I'm coding. And in here I say frames equals e data int. God, I still... That must be what yeah, I mean, yeah. Yet again, I am just going to check somewhere around about here. Yeah, it uses data int, and same for loops. Of course, they're both get integer things. And no, I'm not quite finished with that yet here. So yes, it is this confirm render end close bracket. Okay. Is it just sheer good luck those lambdas have lined up every time? Because they've lined up down here too. But in here that's pretty much. But then I'm also saying, although actually what I was going to say, yeah, okay, I'm also going to say update gadgets. And well, set animation loops set. I don't know how to phrase this pithily, but it's something like set animation loop count. I will just say that. Lambda e GUI space event. No, it's not. Okay, yeah, they don't line up. That would have been foolish. Loops equals e data int and update gadgets. Similarly here, actually. Could probably get away with this being outside of that. These things could be updated in any... If there's a menu selecting, then yeah, it's update gadgets. And I'm just going to compress this down because I don't think it needs to be all spaced out. It's quite simple. Update gadgets. And you sure there's a problem? You really think about it? Yeah. Okay. This looks suspiciously like a functioning thing that will change the correct aspects of the project, and the project will save those aspects. Something that does need to happen is that from GUI I need to remove some things. Frames button and video loops button. And I'm sure enough about it that I'm just going for it. There you go. Recursions button stays. That's common to the stills and the video. And in here, it's helpfully telling me, and because of the way I do this, I should just be able to snick those out and and this will still work. And while I'm at it, out width, out height and recursions belong together. Line width, draw mode. Draw mode belongs after recursions. Because that's the next significant thing. Everything that appears after draw mode is related to the draw mode, including the line width, gradient button, paper color, ink color button. Inside update GUI, which I'm surprised I don't just call there. Where on earth is? Oh, GUI Refresh. Inside Refresh GUI, right. I hide or show the gradient and paper ink buttons. This will change because things like line width, paper and ink will all be part of a single panel, which will be hidden or shown depending the draw mode you select. Sorry, certain things will be part of certain panels. That's not what I'm going to think about just now. I am going to be better about this and just remove them. They are going to be gone one way or the other. They are no longer part of how I do this. Now, where are we? New project. Okay. So, I need a new button on the main GUI. And out width, out height line. Where does it belong? It belongs down here. Draw zone, oh yeah. See, I've got some things here already that I wasn't using. Anyway. Oops. So I need a video options button. My button. And inside setup. Down at the bottom somewhere. Yeah, I say render anim, render this, then render title. Then I think above render title. I don't know about this, but that's where I'm going to put it. So I need another cy minus equals render title height plus bore, and also I don't want plus bore here. Okay, and I want video options button equals new my button. Top bar, which is a misnomer, but never mind. And the button is called a options. Okay, and video options button size to the bottom basically, and I will, just for what it's worth, equal oh. I think I'm making a mistake here. Because I'm doing minus, I shouldn't really do it this way round. It's just because they all happen to be button height that this is working. Actually, I don't quite understand. Oh yeah, I suppose I do. Okay, I'm just going to make it explicit anyway. I'm going to make it button height because it's just confusing to have those things in. It makes sense in some situations, not here. Button height. Similarly here. It's like... Anyway. Okay, and video options button needs to open. Video options, kind of like, where's gradient editor? Says new gradient editor. So, oh, I need a video options as well. Video options button. If it should never manage. I will just, for the sake of consistency, I'll call it video options small v. Okay. And I need a thing called video options. I should call all those things now. Sometimes I do, but I haven't so far in here, so I won't there. Out zone, out label. I'm going to take that away just for the sake of my sanity. Okay. Seems amazing, but in theory, I suppose I will build it with a debugger on. You're actually going to parse all that? That's nice. Oh, these things not found. Correct. So, they just go away. The frames and video loops are no longer displayed there. But I can display them somewhere. Which is down here in animation. Or down here, it never actually, if not works on return, just before here I'll do something. I'll say, what's it called? Render GUI render anim button text equals render anim render. So actually I'll make it a string project frames plus. And inside GUI setup I will just change exactly how those buttons appear initially. Was there something else? Oh yeah, that was it. Okay. Still pretty anxious about this external render and expect it to just break, but we'll see. So what I'm hoping is that here I will be able to, I'll have a new button in the GUI and a couple of other buttons will have disappeared, and I click the video options button in the GUI and the video options pop up, and in fact the frames and loops will work. The other things will do nothing at all so far, but that information will be stored and saved as part of the project. The next little bit I'll have to do is a bit of faffing around with the render buttons. That is annoying, it's a little bit too wide. There's video options. This has become width, height and recursions. That's a bit of a silly order to come in now, but never mind. Well, that didn't work, obviously. Nor did... oh, these two I didn't code yet. These work, I'm not that surprised. Okay. Well, I have doubled the height of it, accidentally. These menus simply don't appear correctly, which I don't really understand too well, because these menus appear correctly. And I've got to code this in. There's apply and cancel, mind you. Oh, and I forget to enable the rest of the background. Bit of a problem. Okay, few bugs. The in gradient, where is it? In gradient editor, cleanup is where I do it. GUI gradient editor equals now main zone active equals true with a super cleanup. Okay. GUI video options equals null and what was it? Everything else is made active. Everything that was made inactive gets made active again. Main zone active equals true. And something else needs to happen. One thing is, well, a few things. One thing is width. Medium plus window border size. So I guess that can just be made yeah, that's nuts. Window border size is not huge, it's 4 pixels or something. Gosh darn it. Okay, I think I'm just going to not try to be so clever with the width of it anyway, and I'm just going to say make it button large. Height times window. That makes no sense. It's like button height times numbuts plus all that stuff. Certainly not button height times window height. Window title height. Okay, let's just give it another go. Oh, I still forgot to switch those two toggle buttons. Images flag and copy log flag. And update gadgets didn't really work. Oh, I suppose it hadn't actually filled those in yet. Quality and render P had it. No, it should have done. I suppose, yeah, no. Project doesn't have quality or render program set. Well, we'll do now anyway. fact, it really should do. That is strange. Like, I'm making a mistake there somehow. And these buttons need to be bigger. How have they ended up being that size? Why is the face of this so tiny? The rest of it's working again. Okay, the buttons need to be wider. This, I have no idea why that is twice as wide as it should be. Like, that's fucked up. Okay, it's because this is still the same. It can actually equal face, self, face, width. And button large actually probably is a bit too large, times 0.8. And what else? Yeah, the other thing is I'll make these other buttons work. Case, what was it? Images flag and copy log flag. If images flag equals true, images flag equals false, else images flag equals true, and update gadgets. If copy, oops, I got this wrong. Copy log flag, and it's copy log is the name of the button. Images flag images flag is the bool. Retain images is the button. God. Copy log and retain images. Copy log flag equals true. Copy log flag equals false. Copy log flag equals true. Update gadgets. Let me have another little look at where's the menus. Oh, menu root. Okay, and in setup there is draw mode menu somewhere down here. Comma 1, align sides, set item C. How is what I'm doing different? X, Y, width, height. Now if I go to this and find in here this horrible lot menu root, style 01, make button style. Should be button style, R render, recursor, video options, new. Oh, I just missed it totally. That's very silly. I really did not realize I did that. Okay. And again. Okay, I must be getting, 35 minutes. Okay. Suppose we can do a few fewer recursions. Although that's not many recursions, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. Just doesn't seem that much under. Anyway. Okay. I will have to do something about the way the menus appear relative to buttons. Yeah, fine. I will have to make it refresh the GUI. And I'll have to just say anim. So many frame anim. Okay. And is the locking correct? Yes. Okay, so refreshing the GUI is important upon the clicking of the apply. Can I do it after self-removing? I think I can. Now, what's another thing about it? Oh yeah, inside GUI Refresh. I will say thingy frame anim. I'll say video. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't really do this. That's pretty cryptic. But that shows the number of frames and the loops. What's the problem with that? Okay, that. Yeah, pretty cryptic. But that's the way I roll. Oh, so yeah, and this is filled in because it got saved. Okay. Well, that is video options. I have to apply or cancel because it's not like one of the other buttons. That's okay. And they are saved. In a sense, that is all I need to do from this end. Before I move back to the renderer, I'm going to call it a day just now with this video. But before I move back to the renderer, I want to change this setup slightly. I want to finish the changes I will make here at least to the point where the draw mode gradient displays just displays the gradient button for now, or rather it displays the gradient button and low-high thresholds and a scale, and that when in draw mode solid, alpha or addition it displays paper and ink, line style or segment style, and then line width. I am going to go back to the render options soon and make sure that I can implement some of these, and also that these more standard OpenGL draw modes work. I'm just uncertain about that. We'll see. But the immediate thing is changing this so that when rendering these two things disappear and a simple cancel button appears. So you can just stop it. Changing this appearance, and also altering this slightly. Actually not that much. Anyway, those are the things I will be doing next time.